Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 5th episode of Uchi no Tame naraba Orewa Moshikashitara Maou Taoseru kamo Shirenai. And last episode, Latina went to school and had some fun. However, there were definitely some not so fun points, but Dale made sure to step up and talk to the higher ups and get all that kind of worked out. So, yeah, hopefully we won't have anything quite like that anymore. I'm sure Latina will still face many problems in the future, but that teacher, hopefully she's not one of them. So anyway, let's just get into the episode and see what happens. Hopefully something a bit more on the cheery side. So 3, 2, 1, play. Yes, just make sure your teacher's not an insane, crazy, horrible person. And goodbye everyone else. If you stayed away from a stranger, she never would have went with you. Just saying. Really just chased her down to say that to her. And her opening. And honestly, when it comes to strange people, it doesn't get much more strange than you, Dale, so. Really should be careful, you're gonna poke yourself with the sword. And a smile could cleanse anyone. The little girl is fascinated by the snow. I guess it's gonna snow. Yeah, you can't unwrap a favor. Birth month. True. My feelings are on a budget. So, you gonna help him out, Latina? What are you thinking, Latina? You think about getting Dale a present? I don't know. I don't know. Just, I love that she said that. She is just so tiny. You could step on her if you're not careful. Well, yeah, the customers all love her. Wish I was that smart. Be careful with that knife, Latina. Don't hurt yourself. Well, yeah, nobody's born knowing how to do things. Yeah, she's like a sponge that could soak up but was currently dry. Are you guys talking about me? Yeah, did you know anything before we met you? Decided. Uh, well, what? Apparently not. Of course you can. Just don't get lost. Good job, Dale. But she's probably not here. You know, she says something about going to Chloe's house. Yeah. Yeah, she told you about that. But I guess this might be a different day. I guess it's just a regular thing she does now. It is a good thing. Can't smother her. Poor Dale. More important. Her making friends and getting along with them is more important. Yeah, just let him go to a corner and sulk for a while. He'll cheer up when she comes back. Uh, could you think more quietly, please? Huh. Okay, so yeah, in that case, they could definitely help Latina make some clothes or something for Dale or whatever. uh, I mean, that's usually how it is with children. Latina's just a special case. I always get so nervous watching her carry things. Some high praise. And that apron was made for her. This suits her so well. I sure hope not. You better be. It's good to hear. Well, she's probably been saving it secretly. Yeah. Why would that bother you? I don't know. I try to ignore him as best I can. Oh yeah, it's snow. We haven't got to that yet. Snow is the best present. You better not be thinking about messing with Latina. Yeah, just... Do people just, like, leave Latina alone for one episode? So he knows about it. Probably will cheer him up quite a bit. Well, sort of. I mean, you'll get your answer soon enough, I'm sure. Okay, I need you to stop being so annoying. I was wondering what she made, and I guess that's what it was. That's pretty cool. Yes, those are always the best presents. Yeah, his happiness skyrocketed. Yeah, you bounce around a lot on the emotional roller coaster. Did he ever have it? I mean, he might have before he met Latina, but he definitely lost it afterwards. Well, children really aren't expected to pay their parents back. Except for that one anime, I guess. Arakawa Under the Bridge or whatever. It's okay. You can... Well, yes, it's pretty typical to pay someone for their work. I mean, who cares about child labor laws and stuff like that? Just do what you want. Yeah, we can always study later. He's kneeling down and he's still taller than her. Oh, that face. Face just shot right through my heart. And of course he brags about it. Friggin' Dale. Not jealous at all. Snow! There we go. It finally snowed. She gets to see it in the real life. If you go outside, though, be careful. There's bad people in this world that will try to kidnap you. I'm sure it's only a matter of time before we have that happen. That was fast. Good work there. Yes, it typically is. Although it's sometimes yellow or red, depending on the circumstances. Well, snow is pretty awesome, so... Tickling my foot, cat, with your tail. I said stop that. Dale, look, there's snow. Did you not notice it? There's just snow everywhere. It's so cool. Oh, That little coat thing she's wearing. I love it. Oh, that was so cute. I want to watch that part again. I want a gif of that. I don't know about you, but I feel nice and warm right now. Yeah, but you can only play in the snow for so long. You have to take breaks. Yeah, let's get warm. Well, where I live, snow is very rare, so I usually get pretty excited when it happens. Let's not hurt ourselves. And be careful of icicles falling down and stabbing you in the head. What a thing to say to a child. You should start a YouTube channel, clearly. Yeah, I know. You're Latina with withdrawals, and you two go away. I think that's a 2 from earlier, in which case you two go away. So excited. And wow, that's some snow. You would lose her. I wouldn't bring her there. That's a bit too much. Yes, Sylvester Stallone. Oh no, it's gonna be an excuse for her to go outside, isn't it? And then she's gonna get uh don't go out there, Latina. Why would we let her go out there by herself? I mean, maybe nothing bad will happen, but good thing he was there. You forgot something. And I'm probably gonna get kidnapped on my way back there. And I love her dress. The blue and white. It's great. That's the question, isn't it? You say that, but I would like him to accompany you back, but I guess he's not gonna do that. We pick up the pace a little bit, Latina. Oh, wow, snow really did fall from the roof. Yeah, let's be careful. Don't follow strangers. I need an adult. Yeah, don't ask a small child for help. Yeah, quite clearly, the look on their faces, it's pretty obvious. Can somebody show up to help? Anybody? Claud? Anybody at all? Why does that have to be so slippery? You'd better not touch her at all. All she can do is healing magic, right? Or, yeah. I think this would count as one of those times, Latina. Do whatever you can do. Dale's not gonna be able to help anytime soon. Yeah, well, Dale, while you're showing off, thinking you're a cool adventurer, Latina's in trouble. I was seriously hoping there would at least be one episode where Latina doesn't run into problems. I mean, it's pretty clear what's wrong here. She's on the ground with two random dudes on the other side of her. It's quite clear that something's not right there. Yeah, you want to mess with him now? Well, really what, huh? I'll show you directions. I do like this guy. Some police. Lieutenant of Cruz's trusty police force. So yeah, please. Please do. You didn't do nothing, man. Yeah, you guys are pretty stupid, aren't you? Well, I'm glad they didn't get too bad. Yeah, seems like it. Yes. I guess she's pretty famous. Oh, right, okay. Sylvia. That's nice. We may have heard something about him before. Yeah, pretty scary, man. Look at Dale, not a care in the world, having no idea what happened. You know, saving her because couldn't do it. Although, yeah, being in that situation was partially his fault anyway because he forgot his wallet or whatever. But I'm not gonna give him a hard time for that. Unlike Kenneth, who was blatantly responsible for that previous incident where she got lost. I still haven't fully gotten over my anger at Kenneth for that whole thing. Kenneth was so in the wrong there, and he was just not called out on it very much at all. But yeah, I'm just gonna say this. Dale is really annoying. Especially in just a lot of these bits where it feels like it's just the way he phrases some of the things, but it almost feels like he cares more about the happiness that Latina gives him than actually caring about Latina herself as a person, if that makes sense. Like his line about triple the energy or whatever he says, like whenever he says lines like that, that's what it makes it sound like. He doesn't really care about Latina so much as the happiness that Latina provides him because she have her wonderful existence. That on top of him just being really annoyingly bouncing from depressed to excited, just a very annoying character. I don't think I'm alone in thinking that too. But Latina herself is wonderful, so she does make up for that. So I will put up with Dale. And Jill Vester's pretty cool too. As well as Latina's friends, you know, Sylvia, Chloe, all that. And there's nothing afterwards. Okay. That was the fifth episode of Uchi Musume. And this episode, let's see, what do we do first? I mean, yeah, it was basically the present stuff. So yeah, one of Latina's classmates was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get a present for my dad because it's his birth month." And I don't know. I know birthdays are important, but birth month that's a little bit weird to me. But I guess it's just the month itself is special as well. I'm not really sure what that was about. But anyway, this got Latina thinking like, "Hey, my dad does a lot for me. You know, buys me all this stuff and gives me a home to live in and all that. Maybe I should do something to pay him back." So she decided she would get him something, but at that point it was a matter of, what do I get? What do I get him? What would he like? But in the end, she decided to make like a pouch thing with Chloe's help. And Dale had no idea what was going on. You know, he kept learning little bits and pieces of what was going on here and there, like he's going over to Chloe's house a lot. But why? She's working here and getting money and keeping a secret from me. But why? You know, Dale just didn't know what was happening there. But eventually, when Dale was being his usual depressed self, I say usual, the half and half, no, the depressed half, she goes up there and says, Dale, I got you a present, so stop being sad now. And then he's like, wow, I got a present from Latina. This is the most important thing I ever received in my life. Hey, I'm going to go brag to the people downstairs because it's just what I do. So yeah, that was that. So it's cool that Latina's learning so much from various people like Kenneth, you know, kind of being an apprentice sort of thing there, learning from her friends and all that good stuff. But yeah, I still get nervous whenever she walks around carrying like multiple beverages on a plate or whatever. I just keep having this mental image of her falling forward and spilling it all over and starting to cry. Like, I don't want to see that happen, but I always get worried about that happening. Also, the shot with her holding the knife with question marks bouncing around, that also made me a little bit nervous. But the biggest conflict in the episode definitely arose when we had a couple of people in the, you know, in the establishment, whatever you call it, bar, pub, whatever, pub I think is what it is. But anyway, they were talking about, hey, yeah, that girl over there's a devil, right? Yeah, I mean, she doesn't have the horns or whatever, but yeah, she'd still be pretty valuable, so you could just traffic her or whatever. And I just, yeah, I can't imagine being the kind of person that thinks that is okay. Just kidnapping a small child to sell, I just, no, yeah, that is so not okay. But they apparently seem to think it was. But before we actually got to the conclusion of that little thing, so the Tina did actually get a lot of happiness through the snow, you know, because that was the title of the episode, something something snow something something. So we knew it would snow at some point, and she went outside and had so much fun in the snow. She loved it, and you know, I can always relate to that because, like I said, snow has always been a very rare thing where I live, like once every few years at best, you know, and even then it's questionable how much of it, how deep it will really get. So yeah, I definitely get that when you look out the window and like, wow, it's actually snowing. You know, I definitely get it. So seeing her so excited about it was great. Excited about it. Excited about playing it. Excited about talking about it with like Sylvester and all that. Just yeah, I loved all of that. It was great. And then things had to go downhill, of course, when she left to give Sylvester his wallet that he forgot. And then on the way back, she ran into those two evildoers that tried to capture her. But during the scene, they actually mentioned something about magic, but actually, I think I just want to go back to that to make sure I read that correctly. Man, her snow outfit was really cute. Okay, it was after she fell, I think. Yeah, she says, Latina, you can't use attack magic, okay? Although the can't in this context makes it seem like she can, but she shouldn't. Like, don't you do that kind of thing. It's a translation, so it's always a little bit, sometimes you can be a little bit confusing. But then it says like is when you can use it when you'll get hurt if you don't. But so who said that to her? I assume it was her original father. But I don't know. I think that was Dale's voice. It's kind of hard to tell with Japanese voices sometimes, especially because I'm not even sure what her original like devil father even sounded like. But I don't know. Dale wouldn't even know about any kind of attack magic, right? So I don't know. But the point is, she might be able to use attack magic, just hasn't done it, like doesn't like is encouraged not to, sort of thing. But she didn't end up using it there, so can't say for sure. But luckily, you know, Sylvester was able to save her in the end, and those two got what was coming to them because then the police showed up and they kind of took care of it. That's good. You know, the one being Sylvia's dad. So yeah. Got another one idiot that's like, we didn't even do anything yet. It's like, yet? Oh, crap. I just, yeah, screw those guys. But at least it had a happy ending. And then, of course, he got Dale showing up, who wasn't around to help out at all, and has no idea what happened. And then just kind of, you know, yells at Sylvester for being out with her. Just, there's a lot of little moments that really make me get fed up with Dale, and that was one of them there. But Sylvester's cool. Yeah, overall the episode was fine. I just wish we could go an episode without Latina running into some kind of problem, you know, especially after how bad last episode was in that regard, just being severely mistreated by that teacher. We also have a kidnapping attempt. Like, what's next? Do we even want to think about it? Probably not. Just leave this little girl alone, please. But anyway, aside from that, yeah, it was a good episode. Yeah, Latina's amazing as always. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.